This is Meri at the Meri Atelier. I'm going to do a live session tonight. I'm just getting started. If you come in, hello, hello. Let me know who you are. Hi, Janet. How are you tonight? Good to see you. As you come in, let me know who you are. Hi, Kathy. How are you doing tonight? Good to see everybody coming in. I just got started. I'm going to give it a little bit, let some folks come in. While we're waiting, I will say that last week there were some technical issues. Hi, Elizabeth. Hi, how are you? Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Connie. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see everybody coming in. I had some technical issues last week, and I think that it happened right after I used my heat gun, and they were telling me not to use the heat gun on the same outlet that I have my phone plugged into. So I did change that tonight. So hopefully, I'm just keeping my fingers crossed. But if I do freeze tonight, just stick with me. I'll be back. I did a new sign tonight for my thumbnails. I drew Penelope, my little pincushion doll. She's my studio mascot, so I drew her on my sign. So I'm going to get started here. And I'm going to continue working in this Childcraft encyclopedia. You always are, Janet. You guys, everybody is... Oh, Elizabeth is saying she finally ordered fine line paint applicators. Oh, cool. She says she's loving them, and I've been giving shortcuts on the videos for inspire. Oh, shout outs. Thank you so much, Elizabeth. I appreciate that. I need to get back to my little book. I got it sitting here beside me where I'm doing examples and samples on the fine line paint applicators. I need to do more of those. Hi, Gail. Welcome. I'm just getting started. I'm kind of giving everybody some time to get in. I'm going to work on the Childcraft encyclopedia again tonight. I've been working on this the last, well, to tell you the truth, since I first started these lives. But I think this is the first one that, in the book. It isn't the first one I did, but it's the first one in the book. I kind of like to go over what I've done. I need to get in and do some more on some of these. Like I want to put Daydreamer on this. I kind of set this down after the live sessions and don't pick it up until the next week. I'll pull the wax paper out here. This one is How High is the Sky? And what I do is reverse collage, where I paint out everything on the page that I don't want, and I leave the image and the text that I do want. And that is a technique that I first learned it from Rosemary Morris by watching one of her videos, but she picked it up from Dee Dee Willingham. And I have been faithfully watching Dee Dee Willingham. So this entire book is going to be mostly reverse collage, and then I go in and collage these black and white photos that are fussy cut. Hi, Vicki. Welcome. These black and white photos that I cut out of other Childcraft encyclopedias, and some of them I got from history books. I'm just kind of reviewing what we've done so far. This is the one that I worked on last week. So this one, I'm going to say blast off on this. Really about all I did last week was paint the background and glue the image down. That's about all I got finished. And this is a boat one. And I've been following, Janet suggested that I make flips out of these, and I really like that idea. I've been following that for the most part. A couple of them don't have flips, but most of them do. This one doesn't. This is blowing in the wind, won a race. This little guy is racing on his tricycle against the guy in the painting. And this entire Childcraft encyclopedia, I say it every time, that it's all about art. This entire encyclopedia is about art, and I try to find images that match something on the page. That's kind of my reasoning. This picture is going to be fun to do. Looking for some feet. And I don't think I have any between here. This is the Believe page. I need to go back in and finalize some of these. Really have gotten quite a few of these done. Imagine this. I love this page. This one was fun to do. And it was just in black and white. This was the very first one we did. I called it At the Table. Wishful thinking. Hi, Cindy. Welcome. Welcome to you. I'm just getting a start, Cindy. I'm just kind of showing them the pages that I've already finished. 1945 edition of Childcraft Encyclopedias, Connie. Wow. Wow, how cool. And this one was all about children playing games. It's kind of hard to see all the activity going on here, but this entire painting was about different games that children were playing in past days. And then the picture that I found is like a big strip of paper and they're finger painting on it. And yeah, I was at the library this week, and you guys may have seen this, but it's the first time I've seen something like this. They had a big sheet of white paper across the library table, and then they had like a black marker, like a racetrack or a road going all different directions on that sheet of white paper. And they had these little toys that they wound up, and those little toys would follow those black marks on that paper. I've never seen anything like it. For some reason, it found those black lines, and that moved that little toy. And that's what this reminds me of. What they won't think of next. And let's see, what else? The play ball one. I want to do something to the background of that to make this picture pop out a little bit more. This is a group of kids like in a gang in a huddle. And I think that's the last one. So the one I'm going to work on tonight is here. I passed it up. What did I do with it? Here, got my hand on it. Is this one. I'll show you the photograph first. And I didn't keep the text of what was going on in this picture, but this looks like a big, huge globe to me. And kind of like this looks to me like it might be Australia and the South Pacific, maybe Japan up in there. I could be wrong. That could be South America and Mexico and the United States. So, but there's kind of like a little railing, and these little ones are looking at it. I don't know exactly what's going on in that photo, but I like it because here's the painting that I'm going to put it with. And it's so interesting because it says an artist painted this picture more than 200 years ago. It shows that people have been interested in science for a long time. The teacher and others are gathered around a machine called an orrery, O-R-R-E-R-Y. The machine helps the teacher show how the Earth and the other planets move around the sun. And then it says, can you tell what stands for the sun in this painting? I'm not sure what stands for the sun, but there sure is a lot of light in here. So I would think the sun would be off over this way. But anyway, I thought this photograph went really well with it, and it almost takes up the whole side of this page. But I'm going to let it do that, and I'm going to let it flip, and I'm going to glue it onto the edge like this. Put your cursor over her picture. Oh, isn't that an interesting photo, Cindy? I really like this photo. That is really neat. And this painting itself is really dark. It's got a dark background, and I don't want the reverse collage to be dark. So I chose some blues, and I got a black, but I don't know how much I'll use. I chose an orange, but I chose a crimson to kind of go with his jacket, and yellow, and 2 more blues, and I have a white over to my side here. Let me get that white, because I'll probably want white. But before I do anything, I am going to take Janet's advice. Janet always gives Meri good advice. And I'm going to do this with my fingers. Well, hello, I'm back. It looks like it's going to be a bumpy ride. I'm just hoping everything's synced up again, because when this happened last week, it didn't sync up. Thank you for sticking with me. Hi for Mary Hill. Yeah, aliens. I was hoping a Wi-Fi would resolve that technical issue, but apparently it hasn't. I'm going to set this aside and let it air dry. Looks like I've lost some of my folks in the room here. Come back, come back. There they coming back. Thank you, Cindy. Yeah, I got bored one night and got out this one and only leaf stamp that I own and started stamping. Huh. Yeah, it's going to be a bumpy ride, I think. I'm tempted. I've got all sorts of data moments. I'm tempted to go back and try my data because I still have unlimited data. But I do like the Wi-Fi because it gets rid of that pixelation that I was having. I get a really good connection with my Wi-Fi, but it seems to knock me off the line. But I'm just hoping that it hooked me up good. Last week when this happened, my voice and my video were all out of sync. So I left it that way. I couldn't fix it. I'm going to go ahead and do reverse collage on this. I'm going to wait for a few more people. Hi, Kathy. Welcome. I'm going to wait for a few more people to come in. And I think what I'm going to do with my contests is I'm going to have a contest at the beginning of my session. And then I'm going to have a contest kind of in the middle and another contest at the end. It seems like that way more people can participate if they come in later. So I'm going to go ahead and do my reverse collage here, and then while the paint is drying on this page, I'm going to have the first contest for the first drawing. I've been doing little sketches, and I'm doing these sketches on paper from an art journal that Jerry Bellini gifted to me for being on the design team. And I thought, well, this is perfect. I'm going to deconstruct it and do sketches and give them away in my lives. I got some glare off over in here. I apologize for that. But it's really dark outside already. who's coming. Hi, Rhonda. Welcome. Welcome to everybody who's coming in. Now, I don't want to do black. I don't want any more black on this page. It's already dark enough. I might lighten up some of the black in here. My cookie sheet. Mary, did you eat all those cookies? Well, not all at once. I did that Tootsie Roll paper and I got questions saying, Mary, did you eat all those Tootsie Rolls? And I go, not all at once. Okay, I don't like to wipe out my text. So in order to remind me while I'm putting paint on the page that this text is here, I put a black border around it. I've been wiping out the text here. This just tells about this painting. The Orrery, O-R-R-E-R-Y, by Joseph Wright, painted oil on canvas, 1763 to 1765, reproduced by permission of the Derby Museum and Art Gallery in Derby, England. Look, I marked on my thumb. With a permanent marker. Gonna have to get out the nail polish. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do this. And I think I'm going to get rid of some of that black in there. I don't think I want all that black. And I keep saying that reverse collage is really a technique to do when you are new at going live, because it is so easy. You are just, I don't want to get green. You are just spreading paint around. Tootsie Rolls. You don't eat Tootsie Rolls anymore. You lose some dental work. Well, these Tootsie Rolls, I have to tell you, were mini bite-sized ones. I mean, they weren't even an inch long. They were tiny ones. And if you eat a few of them a day, it isn't that bad. It's like having a small candy bar, to tell you the truth. But I don't eat Tootsie Rolls all the time. I just bought them just because I was hungry for them, I guess. But those were probably the first Tootsie Rolls I'd had in a long time. And then I started, you know how you kind of unwrap the wrappers, and I had a few of them, and I said, oh, in this art journal page. So I started saving them. And when you save 85 of them, it looks like a whole lot. It looks like you picked out on them. But really you didn't, honest. Now I think I want some other colors in here, but I don't want to put yellow in there because it'll make it all green. So I think what I'm going to do is kind of wipe off my hands a little. Hello to everybody who's coming in. I haven't seen everybody who's come in. My comments, they'll show up, and then I have to hit the little comment button for them to show up again. I've got to move my camera a little. Yeah, you got to be careful with the hard candy, Gail. So bad right now. All the stores have Halloween candy. Yeah, they do. Halloween candy. Then it'll be Christmas candy. I'm using two things in this book. I'm using Craft Smart paint. Leslie at, her channel name just escaped me. Leslie gifted these to me. These are a Michael's brand. They're Craft Smart. There were about 10 or 12. And these are Apple Barrel. And these are just simple craft paints. And I like using the craft paints. I do have some of the Deco Art ones. But I don't use Deco Art as much as I probably should. I want to use up these Apple Barrel and the Craft Smart. The Apple Barrel ones I get for 50 cents for a 2-ounce bottle at Walmart. And it's convenient and it closes. And hi, Peg. Welcome to you, Peg. Let's do a few channel shout-outs. Peg Robinson has a channel, Bits and Pieces, under Peg Robinson. But she and Chelsea have a Art Joy of Sharing channel where they are doing lives on Thursday mornings. So you might want to check that out if you're Thursday morning, I think around 9 o'clock Central Time, 8 or 9 Central Time. And Cindy Utter, she has a channel, Artsy and a Facebook group, Artsy Endeavors. And Peg has a Facebook group too. It's a Bits and Pieces, your Facebook group, Peg, I think. So if you haven't found these gals yet, click on their icon and go check out their channel. Who else is in here? Gail, I keep forgetting. I think you told me you didn't have a channel, but I can't remember if that was you or somebody else. It might have been somebody else. If you have a channel, go ahead and shout it out so we can go visit. Elizabeth Brewer, she has a channel. And I believe it's under your name, Elizabeth, I think. So, Mary Hill has a channel. Rhonda, I don't know if you have a channel or not, but if you do, go ahead and shout it out so that we can go visit and subscribe and visit you later. I'm just kind of backing up through the comments here. Let's see. Kathy, same with you. I don't know if you have a channel or not where you're doing videos. Sometimes I ask you gals and you tell me, and then by the next week I've already missed it again. Connie Ulrich. So if you have a channel, feel free to shout it out. And after the live is over, if you want to come back in and type in your channel name, feel free to do that on this video. I don't know how this video is going to process because we've already frozen one time. If it freezes, sit tight, I'll be back. I'm hoping that this paint's going to dry. I want to add some more color. I think I'm going to kind of go for this red and orange and hopefully make kind of a coral on here. Maybe a little yellow. That's brown. Let's put some yellow. I don't want to put yellow on the blue because I've already got, I don't want green. I'm going to mix it over in here. And I'm looking down at my page right about now. Ooh, that's a lot of red. That's a lot of red. Let me reach in here and get a palette knife. That's kind of one thing that I don't like about, I should mix it on. Oh, well, let's just use the palette knife. Yeah. Now, most of this will be covered up by that photo, but that's okay. When they lift the page, it'll be on the underneath, and I kind of want the blue to peek through. Kind of get a little coral going in here. Connie says, I don't do anything well enough to have... Well, Connie, look what I'm doing. Just get in there and jump in and play and have some fun. And I will tell you, I think that the gals who visit my live sessions, and for the most part, the people who visit my channels, they're really nice. Probably nicer to me than I deserve. So, give yourself some credit and, like Mary says, jump in there and go for it. I have a lot of technical issues on my channel because everything I do as far as filming the videos and doing the lives, thank you, Janet, is done on my phone. I have a laptop computer that I edit my videos with, but it's not online. I took it offline. I did a move about a year ago and I took it offline, and I just got Wi-Fi back, and I need to clean up that computer and get the virus protection and everything back before I put it back online. And it's a Windows 7, and to tell you the truth, I don't even know if Microsoft supports Windows 7 anymore. Now, I've scraped most of my yellow away. I really didn't want to do that. I'm going to put some more up here. Now, my page is really thick with paint. I think I'm going to set it aside to dry. We've got 11 people in here. Let's go ahead and have our first contest. And I'll show you my sketches. And by the time we do I'm going to split the contest up. I'm going to do one kind of at the beginning and one later on in the sort of the middle of the live, and then one right at the end. That way it will give folks who come in later a chance to play along if they want. I'm going to move this aside and let it dry. And the way I've been doing the contests is I write the number down. Let me put this paint over to the side so I don't spill any. And all these are just sketches that I've done. They're nothing more than that. They're things that you can put in your art journal, your happy mail, whatever. But I have this little Lennox swan. Had it for several years. It kind of goes with me because it's so small, and I love it because it's really kind of elegant. And I took what I did with them here, my embroidery scissors. Let's put them on this. And that's what I sketched. And I did 3 different perspectives again, like I did with the sewing collectibles last week. And so here's the first one that I did. And I'm going to write on it, on the back, number 1. And this will be the one we'll be drawing at the beginning. And I used some of that gold that I've been using in my, I don't know if you can see it too well, but when the light shines on it, you can see it. Don't forget, oh, thank you, Peg. That's nice. Yes, it is, Janet. This is a Lennox swan. See, Lennox, L-E-N-O-X, Lennox, Lennox. So fun. So that's number 1. This is the one I'm going to draw for right away at the beginning. And this is the second one. Oh, Cindy. You are flattering me. Cindy, let me tell you about Cindy. Cindy is the one who inspires my glue books. Hi, Lucia. Welcome. I didn't see you come in. Welcome to Lucia. I know Lucia from December Dailies. But I wanted to show you, if I hold this in the light, you can see that gold. I've been using that gold calligraphy ink. I've had it. Some of this stuff I've had for several years and I haven't used it. And I don't know why I brought this home with me, or I say home, I brought it back to Nebraska with me. I don't know how it got in my stuff, but it did. I didn't put it in there, but I was going through some of the stuff I brought back to Nebraska with me, and there it was. So it does. I love this gold. I'll probably use it all up. But it really, it just adds something to these pages. So this is the second one, number 2, and we'll do that one later on. And then this is the third one. And believe it or not, I didn't like this because I messed it all up in here and I didn't like it, so I took my black marker and I started marking it all out. And now I like it because I like how that's the white of the swan contrasts with the dark. And of course it's got the gold on it too. So this is the third one, and we'll do this drawing toward the end of the session. I usually go for about an hour and a half, depending on, Cindy, thank you. Depending on what's happening. My live sessions usually go for about an hour and a half, an hour and 45 minutes. So what I do, I just put this stuff away too fast. This is the one that we are going to have the contest for now. There's 12 of us in there, so you've got 12 chances. Well, yeah, you do. And what I do is I pick a number between a certain range and I say go. And then when I don't say any number until I say go. And then when I say go, you guess a number between that range. And the one that either gets the number or gets close to the number wins it. If the number is in the middle of 2 people, I'll give the first and the second one away. If it's between 2 people on the second one, I'll give the second and third one away. And if it's between 2 people on the third drawing, I'll do another sketch. Hi, Vicki. Welcome to you. We're just getting started with the drawing for this contest. I'm going to cover this pad up, and I'm going to pick a number between, so I'm going to put number 1 here. I'm going to pick a number between 75 to 150. That's your range. All right, I'm going to write the number down. Okay, go. And I usually try to give you a long time to choose the numbers. We've only got 12 people in here, but sometimes there's lag time. And you want to give a number, another number, Gail? I didn't see what you said oops for. Oh, that's, yeah. Okay, that's good. Did everybody get a chance? Oops, 84. I'll take the oops numbers. Gail, I'm thinking your oops number is 128. And then I give, then I start counting down just to let everybody know it's going to end in 20 seconds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Looks like we're pretty well done. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, the number was 123. So let's see who got closest to 123. Gail said 128. That's pretty close. 84, 83, 128, 125. Lucille said 125. I think she's pretty close. 109, 81, 83, 28, 134, 137, 99, 144. Hi, Hi, Vicky. Hi, Vicky. I'm reading backwards. OMG. Hi, Vicky. I think we hit them all. I think it was probably Lucia, wasn't it? I think Lucia won this. Yeah, 120. Well, yeah, Lucia, 125. All right, Lucia. I think I might have your address, but to be on the safe side, would you either message me on Facebook or send me your snail mail at themeriatelier@gmail.com? Do you want to see it, Lucia? I don't know if you saw it when you came in. Did you see it? What did I do with it? Here's 2 and 3. What? Did I lose it already? Oh, here it is, right on my desk. Thank you, Lucia. This is it. So that's what you won, Lucia. And if the Peg, I know you won one last week, and I just got to the library yesterday to get copies made. So I haven't got them mailed out yet. You and Nikki Parr and Rosemary won last week, and I haven't mailed them out yet. I'll mail them early next week when I mail these. But these are the ones that I've done so far. This was from the first week, and I make copies for myself. I'll probably put them in an art journal. This was from the first week, and then on the second week, I did the similar. I did the sewing tools. Like that's a darner and a tape measure, and the little needle emery there. And then I did it vertically here. And then I did another perspective of it there. So, they are, Cindy, great for grabbing glues. And that's why I made 2 copies of each one. It was so fun to go, but I didn't get to the library until yesterday afternoon. It's kind of a crazy week. So I'll put this one aside for Lucia. Let's see how my page is doing. Things kind of roll fast here tonight. It's my idea collector's journal. So the red is still kind of wet. I'm going to try. My heat gun is over on another. Lucia says she has a glue book all ready to go, but now I have to find time to sit down and start gluing. You know, Lucia, I hear you on that. But I'll tell you this, once you sit down and start gluing, the time will go so fast. You'll look up and you'll say, oh my gosh, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. So when I used my heat gun last week was when my session froze on me. Now my session's already, Peg says she needs a glue session. Yeah, Peg. That's all I can say. Yeah. We'll have to do a Zoom. But when I turned my heat gun on last week, my session froze. And they were saying it's because of the heat gun and my phone was plugged into the same socket. I have them plugged into different sockets now, but if it freezes, sit tight, I'll be right back. I'm going to go ahead. I got some wet paint up here where it's thicker. Heat gun alert. Maybe. I'm having trouble with this heat gun. It seems to have a... Look at it. It's old and painty. And I might just have to let this dry. What am I doing? Did I pull it out of the... I pulled it out of the cord here. No wonder it isn't working. It's unplugged! Plug it in if you want it to go, Mary. I think so. Cindy, I think so. But I was watching Dee Dee Willingham and I'm going, she has a heat gun just like mine. So, but when you do that finger painting with your hands and then you You know, look how grody this is. Electricity can help many things. It sure can, Peg. I got some thick paint right in there and right up in here. Right up in here. I kind of like this. This guy must be the teacher or the instructor. This guy looks a little older. And then these look like students in here. He looks like an older fellow there. Can you imagine if we didn't have it? You mean electricity? It wouldn't be such a bad thing to have all the artists in the same town, Cindy. Hi, Brandy. Welcome. I'm doing a reverse collage page. Just kind of drying off the paint here. Help me think of a title for this page. Let's get the photo out. I'll show you the photo again. This is the photo. I am doing well, Brandy. Thank you. And I hope you're doing well. Gail says she'd probably get a lot more stuff done if there wasn't any YouTube. I have to tell you, I've had Wi-Fi for a week. I haven't gone out. For the last week, I got it last Thursday. I'd been in the house until yesterday afternoon, which was Thursday. Nikki, hi. I think I'm back, but you know what? Let me flip this. See, I was using the heat gun. I only have one person in here. I think if you guys will come back, yep, it's the heat gun. I think it is. I'm going to finish this and restart the session because the last time this happened, it messed everything up. So I'm going to finish this session, and I know you're still here, but my session, after it processes, gets all messed up. It's out of sync. My voice is out of sync with the video. So I'm going to hit the finish button, and I'm going to start a new session. So come right back.